Hi, I'm Blaine Donais of the Workplace Fairness Institute, an adjunct professor of conflict management at the University of Toronto's Centre for Industrial Relations and Human Resources. I'd like to invite you to have a fresh look at how conflict is managed in the workplace. Let's step outside of the box of traditional workplace relations and recognize the new realities facing our modern workplaces. Many HR and other workplace professionals have identified problems with how conflict is managed in the workplace. But how does one make improvements and deal with all the competing interests while creating a manageable system? How does one sell change in the workplace? Workplaces That Work is the first book with a comprehensive template for understanding and managing conflict in both union and non-union workplaces. I wrote this book for those interested in workplace conflict management, human resources professionals, ombuds functions, managers, union representatives, and lawyers on both sides of the labor bar. Since writing this book, I've tested the template in over 200 workplaces around the world. These workplaces have ranged from small mechanics shops in rural settings to multinational corporations with hundreds of thousands of employees. Public sector workplaces have also been analyzed at the municipal, provincial, and federal levels. Readers can easily use the template I've provided on an accompanying CD to actually quantify the cost of conflict and measure the results of the changes made. The first template invites you to look at the workplace culture. Why? Every workplace has a culture, and every culture is unique. One needs to step back to objectively assess the conditions in the workplace, to consider the unique factors at play and understand how conflict arises and how it's best managed. The second template asks you to itemize the kinds of conflict that characterizes the workplace. Taking a bird's eye view of the trends and systems in place will pave the way to understanding how things can be better. Next is the conflict management system template. How are things currently managed, and what is the spectrum of options available? To assess the strengths and weaknesses of a system, Workplaces at Work uses an evaluative tool called the Testing Instrument for Fairness Systems, TIFS. There are 21 different factors separated into 4 quadrants: justice, efficiency, engagement, and resource efficiency. These allow one to quantify the strengths of a system. Filling out the TIFs broadens your understanding of the possibilities of conflict management solutions. The TIFs will help you to determine what is working and not working in a conflict management system, and it will enlighten you to the possible alternatives. But what about the cost of change? And how does the cost of change compare to the cost of doing nothing? The cost of conflict can be quantified, and this is where we do it, with the Fairness Cost Analysis tool, the FCAT. The FCAT itemizes, for example, the cost of litigation and the cost of replacing someone who's fired, the hidden costs before and after the firing, disruption to the workplace, low productivity, and damage to the organization's reputation. This tool breaks down the costs and provides quantified data to help in selling system changes. This book represents the confluence of research I've performed in the many years I've been working as a labor lawyer, staff officer, workplace mediator, conflict management systems consultant, and professor of workplace conflict management. So, if you're looking for renewal in your workplace, if you have a client that's seeking to fundamentally change their workplace, then Workplaces That Work is for you.